Welcome to the 5-Minute Prime Podcast. Quick, actionable tips to master personal finance and real estate investing. In just 5 minutes a day, we'll help you build wealth and achieve financial freedom. Hey, Prime investors, Martin Maxwell here, and welcome back to our series on the quiet zoning revolution. Last week, we uncovered the massive opportunity in accessory dwelling units, or ADU, driven by a nationwide legislative shift. We established the powerful why, the potential for new cash flow, forced appreciation, and portfolio growth. The strategic case is clear. Today, we deliver the how. This is the tactical playbook, the step-by-step guide to take an underutilized backyard and turn it into a rent-producing asset. This is where theory meets the real world of budgets, contractors, and permits. Get ready to take notes. This is the 5-Minute Prime Podcast. Before you ever dream about finishes or talk to a single contractor, you must conduct a rapid, ruthless feasibility study. This is your go-no-go decision, and you can do most of it from your desk in a couple of hours. This is the most critical part of the research phase of our Prime framework. Get this wrong, and the entire project is compromised. Step 1, master your local ordinance. Go directly to your city or county's planning and zoning department website. Search for their ADU ordinance or ADU handbook. This is your rule book. Ignore blogs and third-party advice for now. Go to the source. Key things you are looking for. Maximum size. Is it 800 square feet, 1,000, or 1,200? Setbacks. How far does the structure need to be from your property lines? Many new state laws mandate a minimum of just 4 feet, which is a game changer for smaller lots. Height limits. Is there a single story or height restriction? Parking requirements. This is huge. Most new state laws in places like California and Oregon have prohibited cities from requiring any additional parking for ADU, especially if the property is near public transit. Verifying this can save you from a massive cost and headache. Step 2, utility assessment. This is a critical budget factor. You need to know where your primary sewer, water, and electrical lines are located. Tapping into existing lines near the proposed ADU site is relatively straightforward. However, if your main sewer connection is at the front of the house and you're building 100 feet back, you're looking at significant trenching costs that can add $10,000, $20,000 or more to your budget. Call your local utility companies. You can often request an as-built map of your property's utility connections. Step 3, site access. This is the practical reality check. How will a builder get equipment and materials into your backyard? Do you have a wide side yard or alley access, or is it a narrow walkway between houses? If a small excavator can't get through, that means a lot more manual labor for things like digging foundations, which directly translates to higher costs. I've seen tight access add 15 to 20% to a project's budget. Within 48 hours, you should have a clear yes or no on whether the project is even physically and legally possible. All right. Your feasibility study came back positive. Now we talk about the money. This is where you must be brutally realistic. The numbers you see on prefab websites or in marketing materials are often just a fraction of the true all-in cost. Let's break down a realistic budget for 2025. In a major U.S. metro area, a turnkey, brand new detached ADU is likely to cost between $250,000 and $450,000. Anyone quoting you $150,000 is probably not giving you the full picture. Your all-in number needs to include hard costs, the actual construction materials and labor, soft costs, architectural plans, engineering, and permit fees. These can easily add up to $20,000 to $40,000. Site prep and utility hookups. This is the big variable. Trenching, foundation work, and connecting to utilities can range from $25,000 to over $75,000 depending on the complexity we identified in Phase 1. Impact fees. These are fees cities charge to offset the impact of new development on public services. The good news is many cities are waiving these fees for ADU under a certain size, often 750 square feet, to encourage development. So how do you pay for it? You have 3 primary financing tools. Cash out refinance. You refinance your entire existing mortgage for a larger amount, and the bank gives you the difference in cash. This is great for locking in one new clean mortgage for the entire property. HELOC, home equity line of credit. This is a second loan that acts like a credit card against your equity. You can draw funds as you need them during construction. This is a flexible option, but usually comes with a variable interest rate. Construction loan or renovation loan, like an FHA 203K. This is a specialized loan specifically for building. The key feature is that it is often based on the future appraised value of the property with the ADU completed. The bank pays your contractor in phases or draws as work is completed. My point of view is this: talk to a lender before you talk to a builder. Know your financial firepower before you start drawing up plans. You've got the plan and the financing. Now you need the team to execute. You generally have 3 paths for getting your ADU built. Option A, the architect plus general contractor. This is the traditional bespoke route. You hire an architect to create custom plans, then you bid those plans out to several general contractors. This gives you the most control and design flexibility, but it's often the most expensive and time-consuming route. Option B, the design build firm. This is a one-stop shop that has architects, designers, and construction crews all under one roof. It's a more streamlined process and can be great for busy investors who want a single point of contact and accountability. Option C, the prefab or modular company. These companies build the ADU in a factory, deliver it in modules, and assemble it on site. This is often the fastest option, potentially cutting construction time by months. However, it's not always cheaper once you factor in site prep, delivery, crane rental, and utility hookups. Regardless of which path you choose, your due diligence is non-negotiable. Check licenses and insurance. Call at least 3 references for recent similar projects and ask them the critical questions. Were they on budget? Were they on time? What was the biggest problem that came up and how did they handle it? A good partner will also handle the permitting process for you. This used to be a nightmare, but many cities are now streamlining it. Some are even offering pre-approved ADU plans that can get permits in weeks, not months. This is another key question to ask your potential build team. How familiar are they with your local city's specific permitting process for ADU? Let's bring it home. 1. Feasibility. 2. Financing. And 3. Your build team. Nailing these 3 phases in order is what separates a profitable, cash-flowing ADU project from a stressful money pit that drains your resources. You must do the methodical work up front. So, your challenge today is to vet your financing. Call your mortgage broker or your primary bank this week. You don't need a property in mind. Just ask them one hypothetical question. What are my options for financing a $300,000 ADU project on my property? Understanding your financial firepower and the options available to you is the most critical step you can take right now. In our final episode of this series, we're going beyond the single ADU. We'll explore the advanced strategies savvy investors are using, from lot splitting to stacking multiple units, to scale their portfolios using these new zoning laws. This is how you go big. Don't miss it.